Hello, and welcome back to another session in our series of environmental workshops. My name is Martin, and during this short video, I'll be introducing you to the ethical procurement check sheet that we've recently produced at Open Road Limited. We'd also like to share this resource with you, so check the video description for a link to the download. First, some quick housekeeping. If you're watching this video on Open Road's YouTube channel, you can enable closed captioning from the video menu, and you can also use the progress bar to navigate through the different chapters within today's workshop. At Open Road Limited, we are committing to acting in a sustainable and ethical manner. To help our team and partners in ethical procurement, we've produced this simple check sheet with some prompts and questions we should be asking ourselves before we make a purchase. We've tried to strike a balance with our questions, covering all the key points while still keeping the document short and concise, grouping the questions together for ease. The questions should be followed in order from start to finish to help you find a well-considered solution. Now, let's take a closer look at the sheet. The first section is our needs. In short, this helps us assess if we really need to make this purchase. Can we borrow from elsewhere? Do we actually already own something which is fit for purpose? In particular, the final question in this section is really important. Sometimes our minds travel so far down a path that we forget to stop and look around at the bigger problem and other potential solutions. The example I use here is purchasing a draft excluder instead of a heater. A draft excluder is probably better for the environment. Unlike a heater, it doesn't cost you any money to run on a daily basis, and it might last you a lot longer. It's also a safer solution with fewer safety concerns. No one will leave it on overnight, and you don't need to worry about the electrical safety. This isn't meant to be a sales pitch. I'm not making any commission on the draft excluders, but sometimes we just need to take a moment to step back and assess what the different solutions might be for any given problem. Next, we look at the long-term plan for our product. If we need to procure something new, can we source a second-hand or rehomed option? Can we purchase something which will serve us for a long time and we'll get maximum use out of? Is it recyclable at the end of its use? Next, we talk about ethics and environment. Now, we know the product we're looking for. We're just trying to find the right supplier or manufacturer to purchase from. Because travel creates so much of our carbon footprint, delivery is a big consideration here. We're looking for a provider who works in an ethical manner, not just in the manufacture process, but also in the delivery or transport of goods. If a supplier offers several delivery options, we can play our part by carefully considering what option is the most sustainable for us. Collecting a product from a local store or pickup point, or grouping orders together into as few deliveries as possible, can help reduce our impact. Lastly, we're looking at some item-specific questions. Most industries have a standards authority who issue a quality stamp to products which meet a certain standard. We've not been able to list them all here, but make sure you do your research first. Fair trade food, sustainable paper, and other quality marks can help us identify the most ethical option. You might need to revisit the particulars of the product you're trying to buy. Something as simple as buying coloured card instead of glitter card might suddenly mean you can access more sustainable ranges and that the paper is recyclable at the end of its life. So that's about all for today. You can download a copy of our ethical procurement check sheet from the link in the description box below. Feel free to use this document in your home or workplace, or rework it to meet your needs. This is still a relatively new document for us, so please let us know your thoughts. Are there any considerations that you think we should be including? As always, we welcome your feedback, so please feel free to comment below, contact us on social media, or you can find all of our contact details on our website at www.openroadltd.co.uk. See you soon.